Hello. Hi, Laurie. Hi, Lucian. How are you? Um, can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, yeah, I can hear you.
All
Hello,
right.
hello.
Hi, how are you?
I was waiting for the show.
Oh, yes. Awesome. I know we did the communication via email, right? You sent you did the AI custom GPT, correct?
Yes, I did. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, I saw your last name. I'm like, that last name sounds very familiar. How did you get on?
So at first I think I sent you that email right
Okay.
before I did the stuff, but
Okay.
after that I figured it out how to do it. So my kids
Awesome.
are around here. Like I can I barely can speak, but
Oh,
I think you
that's
can
okay.
hear me.
Yes, that's okay. All right, so we are at time and we're going to start. I'm going to keep my eye on the chat and to allow people in as we go. So, welcome everybody. First of all, can you tell me in the chat where are you tuning in from today? Tell me who you help and what you do. So, for example, you could say, I am a money coach. I help people overcome their money beliefs. Or if you're a weight loss coach, you say, I'm a weight loss coach. I help women lose weight. I just want to know your business, what you do, and where you're tuning in from.
Do you want
Okay.
to say it or write it in the
No,
chat?
no, you can just type it in the chat because I know a number of people might be in places where they cannot speak. Some people might be on their lunch break if you're on Eastern time, like me, because it's 12 noon. So I know that there might be things happening in the background. Okay, so
Okay.
while you do that, put that in the chat. I am going to start sharing my screen. Hi, Ross.
Hi, Joy. How are you?
Hey. I am very well, thank you.
Good to see you too.
Okay, so let's start. So, hello everybody, and welcome to this exciting masterclass. In this masterclass, we are going to cover everything tech, funnels, and business automation for coaches and for business owners. So, while you type that in the chat, we are going to get on. So, tell me your name and who you help. Okay, so if this is the first time we are meeting, my name is Joy Rowland. I am the host of the Joyful Money podcast. I am also a certified money and business coach. I've worked with Dave Ramsey. I'm also certified with the Life Coach School, which I'm very excited about. Above all of this, my business is making money, which is what places me to teach what I'm about to teach about tech and funnels. So I'm truly, truly excited that you're here. So first of all, how did this all come about? It came about because I was getting multiple emails and DMs from people asking me what tech backend tools I use. And I think so far there have been 15 DMs or emails, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it seems so many people are struggling with this. I have to do a masterclass to teach people how the back end of my business works. And my goal is for you to walk away from this masterclass with clarity, simplification for the back end of your system, because so many people are stuck with the back end. Now, I wanted to show you an example of the DM I got. So here's the message I got from somebody, and she says, Hi, Joy. So this was on LinkedIn. She says, Hi, Joy, how are you doing? I love your motivational posts. They really keep me going. Can I ask you a question? Could you recommend a software or app, maybe the one you use, for creating sales funnels and landing pages? I've hit a wall because I keep creating digital materials for my students and teachers, but I'm not sure how to automate their distribution to subscribers once I collect the emails after the free offer. Thank you in advance. You are a digital guru. Your email distribution is so efficient. Now, I told this amazing human being that I was going to use the screenshot of her message for this class, but obviously I don't want to reveal her name, so that's why all of those things are blurred on the screenshot. But this is an example of messages I get from people asking me what tool I use. Okay. So, what are the 5 most common tech mistakes coaches make? Now, I'm going to go through this very short presentation and then I'll show you the back end of my business because I think that's the fastest way for you to see how it works. Now, if you have any questions as I go along, please put them in the chat. I'll try my best to finish the presentation in less than 30 minutes so that I can take your questions. Now, the first mistake is people do manual follow-ups, manually following up with every lead, but you could use automated email sequences to nurture leads on autopilot. Another mistake most people make is they don't have a lead tracking system. If I asked you, for example, that right now, can you tell me how many leads you are actively having communication with? You might say you don't know, right? That's why you need a very robust lead tracking system. Most people also have a scattered sales process, but you need to set up a structured sales funnel, not just a structured sales funnel, but one that converts, because ultimately you are in business to make money. There is no point having a sales funnel that doesn't make you money. The other point is payments. In fact, I had a conversation with someone last week and she was like, "Oh my gosh, I have a client and the client has missed a payment and I'm having to follow up to ask her to pay." And then I'm like, wow, in 2025, you're having to chase payments. Your system should be set up in a way that your payments come, like you are paid automatically. For example, if you have a client who is paying you per month, right? Your system has to be set up in a way that you don't have to chase clients for payments. And that speaks to the mindset of a six-figure CEO. If you are earning multiple six figures in your business, I don't think you would be following up with clients for payment. Like that's not a CEO task at all, right? So this is one of the mistakes I see coaches make. The last one is spending hours posting on social media. Well, in 2025, you can automate and scale your content. And I'm going to show you an example of what I mean. Now, regardless of what you do online, the simplified client journey is from stranger to client. How do people go from stranger to client? Well, first of all, a stranger becomes a lead, and then that lead gets nurtured into becoming a client. So that's like a simplified view of how people go from stranger to client. Okay, so additional detail for strangers going to client, what funnel components do you need? Well, the first component you need is your lead magnet, right? That's the first interaction that a stranger would have. Well, apart from just scrolling your social media, right? If someone was just scrolling your social media, there is no way for you to know who's scrolling your social media until they download your lead magnet. And this is why I am so adamant for all of my clients to start having lead magnets and having an email nurture sequence. The reason is if you do not have an active email list, I can promise you this, you do not have a business. If you are only relying on social media, you do not have a business. And here's why. Facebook can close down tomorrow. Instagram can close down tomorrow. All of the social media, we have no control as business owners, even though we market our businesses on those social media platforms. The only time you have a reliable business is when you have a functioning and an active email list. And this is one of the ways for you to start building your email list using lead magnets. So you use lead magnets for your freebies, use lead magnets for your masterclasses and challenges. Next step is automating your email nurture sequence. So when someone downloads your freebie, you have to have an automated sequence in the backend that nurtures them from stranger to clients. And I'll show you exactly what I mean. And the third component is your sales page and then your booking page. So your sales page is a page explaining what you do and then asking them to book a call. If you sell high ticket like I do, so I define high ticket as 5K, 10K, 15K upwards, then most likely you need a sales call first. Now, I am somewhat of a unicorn because even though my basic package starts from 5K, I have had people pay me without a sales call, right? So that's why I just put sales page slash booking, because the sales call is not necessary if you have an effective way for people to pay you without a sales call. And I'll show you what I mean shortly. The last component is follow-up automation. So this is where you follow up with your leads, whether through DMs or emails and retargeting. Now, without a structured funnel, leads get lost. A funnel works 24/7 to convert clients. And I was so amazed 2 weeks ago, someone had watched my masterclass on YouTube and paid for my 5K program, even without a sales call. And the person is in Europe. So even while I was asleep, someone paid to join my program. That's the power of a funnel. And I'm going to show you how that works. Now, I want to show you how a customer goes from not knowing you to paying you thousands of dollars to work with you. The first step is awareness. Step number one, people become aware of you either whether you're running paid ads. I am not currently running ads. That's another story for another day. I'm currently doing organic marketing because that's the fastest way I'm getting clients. Maybe you run paid ads on Facebook. I know it works for some people. I haven't figured it out yet. So if you run paid ads, that's how people become aware of you. Or if you're like me, people find you on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. So that's step one. Step number two is interest. This is where they read your post on social media, your blog post on your website. Number three is consideration. This is where they download your lead magnet. Maybe they listen to a podcast episode. I have a podcast, and I've had dozens of people message me from the blue to tell me what they're learning on my podcast, right? So strangers would listen to your podcast, watch your YouTube videos, and download your free lead magnets. Step number four is intent. This is where people are starting to explore and say, oh my gosh, maybe this coach is the coach for me. So at this point, they are on your email list, they are reading your emails. Step number four is they're taking it a step further. You're going to create masterclasses, and that's one of the signature strategy I teach in my program, using masterclasses to reach more people and to position yourself as an expert in your industry. So they watch a masterclass, and from that masterclass, you invite them to a strategy call, and then they sign up. Like I said, people sign up from my masterclasses, not necessarily having to need a discovery call. And that's something I help my own clients with as well. So that's like a roadmap, a customer journey map of how people go from stranger to becoming clients. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to pause and grab some water because my throat is becoming dry. Do you have any questions so far? Feel free to unmute or put them in the chat.
Okay. No.
Okay, go ahead.
I said I don't have any. I didn't have any.
Okay. All right. Okay, so what are the essential tech stack that you need? The first thing you need is a CRM. You need to be able to track every client, and you need to have all of them in one place. Second thing you need is email marketing. So having people in your CRM, like maybe HubSpot, for example, like isn't going to convert them to clients. You have to use regular email marketing. Now, I currently do 3 emails per week, but many of my mentors teach me to do every single day. So like I'm not there yet. I feel like 3 times a week is enough for me where I'm at now. So if you follow Grant Cardone, he's a popular guy on the internet. He recommends every single day. And if you are on his email list, you will get his email every single day. And Grant Cardone is making millions of dollars per year. Next is your website. So you need a storefront. My guess is most people have websites already. Number 4 is you need funnels and landing pages. You need high converting sales pages. Now, I used to use something called ClickFunnels, and ClickFunnels is $248 per month. That's a lot of money, right? That's one of the reasons why I left ClickFunnels. I'm going to show you what I use now. The next thing you need is appointment booking. You need a way for people to book an appointment to do a sales call, a strategy call, or after you've signed them, you need them to be able to book their coaching calls. Next, you need payment and invoicing. This is where you integrate seamlessly with Stripe. I'm going to show you how that works on my system. Next, you need social media automation. You need to be able to schedule your content way in advance. And you also need to be able to repurpose that content on social media. So say, for example, you have a YouTube channel and you do a long form video. You need to have a system to chop that long form video into Reels. The next thing you need is AI chatbots. So if you have seen someone say on Instagram, comment money and I'll send you XYZ, what they are using in the backend is an automated DM system. And I'm going to show you exactly how that works. Because you don't want to be on Instagram 24 hours a day, right? Once you set up your automation, everything happens without you being there. And that's the beauty of the kind of business I run. The next thing you need are courses. Like you need a platform to host your courses. Now, I used to use Kijabi. So you need courses for your client fulfillment. And I think right now there's $119 per month just for Kijabi. That's a lot of money, right? And then lastly, you need memberships. Now, most people are running away from Facebook. It used to be that people would host their memberships on Facebook, but right now, tons and tons of people have left Facebook and they're now going to private platforms. So if you heard of something like School, that's where memberships and communities take place. And I'm going to show you how that works. The tool I use combines all of this into one. That's why I love it so much. Instead of paying all of these individual amounts, I just have one platform that does everything. And I'm going to show you how that works. So now I am going to show you the back end of my business. I'm going to pause here. Do you have any questions? I want to answer them before we go to the back end. Let me stop share so I can see. Let me know if you have any questions. Hi, Ross. Go ahead.
Hi. Yeah. Well, actually, I think you're going to get right into it. But thank you so much for the short part of your presentation so far. I think you've really given us a lot of value already. But I was looking at everything that you're putting out here, and I thought, oh my God, that is a lot. And then you said the magic word, and you said, okay, I'm going to show you how to do this. You've got a totally different platform, so I'll wait to see that, because that was what I was going to ask about, because it just seems to be so much. Like, how does one person who knows not too much about tech get involved in so many different systems to get themselves going?
Yeah, I love that question so much, Ross. And this is one of the things I see so many people struggle with, and it holds them back from bringing their genius into the world. Like when I graduated from the life coach school, so in my time, I paid $21,000 just for certification. And then I got certified and I go, okay, so where are my clients? And then I'm beginning to learn that just being certified as a money coach or a business coach doesn't mean clients will come knocking down your door, right? So I had to learn all of these systems, and all of those systems, I was doing them individually. And I had to use duct tape to duct tape my systems together, because I would use WordPress for my website, and then WordPress doesn't have funnels. And then I would use ClickFunnels for my funnels. And then I was just duct taping and scaffolding all of my business together. It was so overwhelming. And that's why so many people get certified as coaches and then they make $0 because of the overwhelm of getting everything set up. Because all of the systems I've showed you, those are mandatory systems to run your business. right? Like there's nothing there that is nice to have, right? You need all of those things. So I love this question so much. I'm going to show you how my backend works. And my goal for you today is for you to walk out of here knowing exactly how to build your business in a simple, doable, in a way that brings you so much fun. Like when I come into my office every morning, I am always so happy to work in my business because I use just one platform. And that one platform shows me everything I need and I can see how my business is growing. So, and that's my goal for you today. So I am going to go back to sharing my screen. I see, Sophia, your microphone is on. I want to give you space to speak if you wanted to speak. Okay. All right. All
Thanks,
right,
Joy.
okay. I'll go back to sharing my screen. Okay. So here we go. This is the back end of my business. When I come into the office every morning, this is the first thing I load, my dashboard. I want to see what my business is doing. So this dashboard gives me an overview of where people are in my flow. Right? So I can see how much opportunity I have. So based off of the number of people I have on my email list, my opportunity value is 1.5 million because my offer is 5K, right? So in the last week, I have had 3 clients, and that's why you see this 15K right here. So this is the dashboard I use every single day to see where my business is, and I can see how people are moving down my pipeline. So let me show you what I mean. So if you see here, first step, people will join my email list. People would download my lead magnet. People would attend my masterclass. People would book a discovery call, and then they sign up. And I'm going to show you a lot more detail what I mean. Now, the next tab on this system is conversations. So, like many of you, I use all of the social media. So I use Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and then I have my email list. All of that conversation from all of those platforms, I manage all of that here. So, for example, this is my lovely friend Kenya here. I haven't read her message yet, but she messaged me from Instagram. This is Edwin. He messaged me from Instagram. So I can have all of my messages in one place. And it's so lovely because your lead would message you from different channels. So, for example, your lead might be on your email list, but they'll send you a message on LinkedIn. You want to be able to have just one central place where you have all of that. That is super, I tell you. Okay, the next tab I want to show you is calendars. So I used to use Calendly. Now with this tool, all of my appointments happen here. So I can see all of the appointments I have tomorrow. I have 3 sales calls tomorrow. I have some meetings. It's just good to see everything in one place. So that's the calendar tab. The next tab is the opportunities tab. So this was what I was showing you in the overview. So this is my pipeline. I just showed you my pipeline. Now, all of the people in my email list get added to my pipeline, and it gives you a visual of the total opportunity you have in your business. And then if you go here, these are the people that signed up, right? So right now I'm working with 7 clients, and that's $35,000. So that's the opportunities tab. Next tab I want to show you is the payments tab. So remember, okay, so I don't want to disclose my financial details, but from the front end, this is how people sign up. Remember, I told you I spoke with someone last week or 2 weeks ago, and he's having to chase clients. Now, when people sign up for my program, they either choose pay in full or payment plan. When you choose pay in full, you pay immediately to join my program. If you choose a payment plan, I'm just going to go so you see what it looks like. You enter your payment details, and Stripe, which is the company I've integrated with on that platform, they handle all of the payments. So I don't have to chase clients. which is why I told this my friend, well, in 2025, if your plan is to be a multiple six-figure CEO, you shouldn't be chasing clients. So that's the payment tab of this platform. The next tab I want to show you is the marketing tab. So this is where I plan all my content. Now I have just started using this, and I have my post for tomorrow already planned. So I connected my Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Did you know you could also post on YouTube now? Not just video. You can actually start doing posts on YouTube now. So I schedule all of that here and they go out automatically. If you've ever used a tool called Later, Leter, that's what that tool does. It schedules your post and I think it's like $20 a month. All of that is on this platform. So that's the social planner. Next are my emails. So remember I told you about email marketing? Your goal for starters is to be emailing your list 3 times a week. And then you can ramp up to every single day. But right now I'm doing 3 times a week. Now, all of my emails are here. I can see how my emails are performing. I can see who received my emails. I can see who opened my emails. I can see who clicked the links in my emails, which is just super, super amazing. So that's the email tab. And this is where you go to send your campaigns. And you can schedule your emails for a specific time every single day. The next one I want to show you is the workflow. And I think this is the money-making machine, in my opinion. So the workflow is where you set up the automation. So what I mean by automation is that when someone downloads your freebie, you need to define a sequence of emails that they'll get to nurture them into becoming clients. Because like I said, ultimately, we're in business to make money. Just having leads doesn't make money. You have to nurture those leads for them to convert to become clients. And I'm going to show you 3 funnels I use. The first one I want to show you is my 10K months calculator. So here's how I've built my workflow. Now, you do not have to bother your mind about how to build this. I'm going to tell you how I can help you do all of this. So I'm just trying to show you so you see the mechanics of how it works. So when people download my lead magnet on the 10K months calculator, my workflow, I have a wait time. So I just wait for 1 minute and then I send them an email. This is the email where I deliver the lead magnet. Just wait for it to load. I just want you to see, many of you may have received these emails, but now you're seeing them from the back end, right? So I deliver the lead magnet. So that's the first email. And then I tag them. Guys, this is exactly how I know which of my lead magnets are the money maker. So I'm going to show you in about 5 minutes what I mean. So I didn't just stumble on my 10K months calculator and the lead magnet started working. I have tried multiple lead magnets, as you can see here, multiple lead magnets. And that's what I want for you to test multiple lead magnets for your target audience. And then you will see what lead magnets are actually leading to paid clients. Okay, so I'm going to go very quickly to show you what I mean by nurturing your leads. So once you send the first delivery email, you tag them. That's how you would know what lead magnet is getting you the leads. Then I wait 1 hour and then I send them my story email. So many of you, in fact, all of you must have received this story email. And most people respond to this email because they're beginning to see my human side. So I tell them who I am. I tell them what I do. I tell them why I'm doing what I do. And if this is the only thing you take from this class today, is for you to implement this, because this story email gets people to know me. People buy from people, my friends. right? So I have this automation that checks if someone has like if someone has received my story email. That's because people download multiple lead magnets in my ecosystem. And I don't want to send them this email over and over and over. That's why I have this check here to check if they've received the email. If they have, then they don't get the email the second time. If not, then they get the email. And then I start to nurture them. This is where the nurturing starts. Because they've downloaded my 10K month calculator, I start to nurture them with email. And I can teach you how to do that. I can teach you how to create multiple sequence. So I use about 7 emails or 5 emails in my sequence to nurture them into becoming paid clients. So these are all the emails you see here. So I usually wait 1 day in between emails. Now, once they've gone through my nurture sequence, they then get the final tag, which is my newsletter. So after they've gone through this sequence, they then get my 3 times a week emails. So this is a backend view of this workflow. The other workflow I want to show you is my Instagram DMs. So if you know a tool called ManyChat, then you would understand what this means. So how you build this is you create, okay, I'm going to go very quickly to my Instagram. So you see, okay. Okay, so this was a post from, so see this post? At the end of this post, I said comment masterclass and you would receive the link to sign up, right? All the people who commented masterclass, I didn't personally message them. My automation tool did the messaging. So I'm going to show you how that works. So I just come and set the trigger here. Remember, I told you we have to build our business with automation. We don't want to be on Instagram 24 hours a day. In fact, I personally, I'm a very private person. I love to be by myself. I love my own company. So I don't want to be on social media all the time. So I just come here, set the automation, and I say, on this particular post, if someone comments masterclass, then they get the details. So see, he even pulls their name, my friend. He pulls their name and he sends them this, and then they get to sign up for the masterclass. Okay. So ManyChat, I think ManyChat is $20 per month. That's another expense you don't want to incur. That is inside this tool as well, which is so amazing. Okay. The last workflow I want to show you, as you can see, I have multiple workflows. The last one I want to show you is the workflow for this class. People ask me, how do you send a reminder to get people to attend your class? I want to show you how that works. So inside this tool, when people sign up for the masterclass, obviously they get tagged Tech and Systems Masterclass. And then I set an event. So the event is the 18th of March 2025 at 12 noon, right? Which is right now. Now, because I have set the event, I can now send them timed emails, my friend. That is why you all got my email saying 5 hours to go, or 30 minutes to go, or 5 minutes to go, right? All of that automation is here. And that is how you get people to attend your destination events. So I call them destination events because masterclasses are ways for you to set yourself up as an industry expert. I coach my clients to do 2 masterclasses per month because many people don't are not comfortable with discovery calls. So you know how you tell people to come to a one-on-one discovery call. Some people are not sure if they're comfortable coming in a one-on-one setting, but in a masterclass, people are like, oh, other people will be there, and then they will come and experience what it feels like to work with you. That is why I teach my clients to do 2 masterclasses every single month. Okay, so that's the email sequence. So I'm just going to pull up one for you to see. So this one, I say, wait 3 days before the event. I'm going to grab some. Sorry. So I say 3 days before the event, send this email. This is the email you all got, right? Excuse me. You can tell I'm very excited about this. Okay, so that's how you set up your automation for your master classes. I want to show you the last one. Sorry?
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't get the question.
It changed now. Now I teach at 12. In the other session, I don't teach at 12.
Sorry, what did you say?
In the middle working.
Kenya, sorry, I didn't get that.
How you doing?
Hi,
Yeah.
Kenya, how are you?
I was like, shit, the shepherd spy. Need to get ingredients and the recipe.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna mute her. Okay, because I was confused. I'm like, what's the question? Like, okay, all right. So let me go back to sharing my screen. Okay, so I want to show you the last email, which is what you guys got. So the last wait time was, I think, 5 minutes before. So see, 5 minutes before, and then you got the email. All of this automation, you just set it up and it runs itself. That's so powerful. Okay, let's move on. And next, I want to show you our websites. So if you do not have a website yet, obviously you need a website. It's like your storefront, and you can build your websites here. And I'm going to show you an example of mine. So I want to do this. Okay, so this is my website example. And this is built on this tool I just showed you. And you can see how amazing it is. People come here and book a consultation directly. It also pulls my Google reviews from my Google business listing. So that's one of the advantages of this platform. So if you use maybe WordPress or Wix or any of those tools, this will replace that. Okay, so next I want to show you is mobile app. So you also, well, I also have a mobile app with this because for those people who like to be on their phones and want to be able to manage their clients on their phone, you have a mobile app. I also want to show you memberships. So remember, I told you about school. When you grow your practice and you, let's say you are full with one-on-one clients, it will get to the point where you will need to move to a group setting. And all of that you can do here. So I want to show you, okay, first of all, let me show you the courses. You can build your courses here. I want to show you the membership platform. It's actually the one I'm using to run my current challenge. It's called the 3 Clients in 30-Day Challenge. It's a free challenge. But here you have the privacy and distraction-free portal, right? So instead of using Facebook for your membership, you can create your membership here. If you've used school, then you'll be very familiar with this layout. This is how school layout is. You have the learning tab where you have all your courses. You have discussion. This is where you have discussion with all the people in your membership. And then you have your members, you have your events, and then you have your leaderboard. So this is such an amazing tool so that you have all of your business and client fulfillment on one platform. Okay, so the other thing I want you to be aware of is Linktree. So many of you may have used Linktree, and what many people don't realize is it's best to have your Linktree on your website to help you boost SEO. So if you build this Linktree on your website, the more people land on your website, you're going to start showing up on Google search engines. So I have mine. So if you go on all of my social media, this is the link you get, and then you come here and then you can download whichever lead magnet you want to download. Okay, so I want to very quickly show you how I determine which of my lead magnets are performing the best. So if I go to my recent clients, let's go to, so first of all, I have permission from these people to show you what I'm about to show you. So I'm not just opening this up. Okay, so first is this, and I can see all of the pages she visited. So if you look at the right-hand side of my screen, I can see so can you see where it says page visited? I can see she visited the 10K months calculator, and she visited the money attraction blueprint, the tech systems masterclass opt-in form. So this is how I know which of my lead magnets are performing the best. If I go to Hazel, let me open Hazel. Also, I can see all the pages she visited. So first, on February 23rd, she visited my Land Podcast guest interviews. Okay. Then she went to my money attraction blueprint. Okay. Then she went to my 3 clients in 30 days. Okay. And I'm like, okay, now I know which of my lead magnets are actually converting. The last one I want to show you is this. Because you don't want your business to be like a game of chance. You want to know exactly where your clients are coming from. So this one as well, she went to the 10K months calculator. I'm like, okay, this 10K months calculator is actually converting a lot for me. And the reason it's converting a lot for me, I'm going to show you why. When people go on my 10K months calculator, so this is the opt-in page. When they enter their email address, the next page they get to is this, right? So I tell them success, go check your inbox. In the meantime, watch this video, right? So if someone downloads the 10K months calculator and then they see a video, how I made 10K by hosting a masterclass, obviously they're going to click play, right? So at this point, they do not need to register anymore for this masterclass. They just click play, right? And this is actually a YouTube video. I'm going to just pause. And then they go to YouTube, watch the video, which is over an hour. Which is over an hour. And by the way, I did this just 3 weeks ago. They watch the masterclass. And so far, look at how many views 157 views. I'm like, OMG, what is going on here? Not only that, inside this masterclass, they get my sign up link. And this is where people are signing up, my friends, right? Because I have the QR code here that people can just scan to join my Joyful Money program. This is why this masterclass works, right? So I teach my clients, when you design your funnel, on the thank you page, I want you to add a value video. I call it a value video. So let me go back to that. So this is the value video. You give them the value video and then you invite them to book a strategy call. Okay. So this is why this masterclass funnel works so great. Well, the 10K months masterclass. I'm going to stop sharing because I know I can go on and on and on about funnels. I want to take any questions you have so far. Yes, go ahead, Ross.
Hi, Joy.
Hi.
Thank you very much for this. I mean, this is really excellent, a lot of information, but I do have a few questions for you. I was trying to write it down as you were going. I just wanted to know, one of the things that I wanted to know is how much time do you invest in setting up this system that you've got? So if someone is new with you, how long is it going to take for them to be able to get to where you're at right now in creating this funnel, in creating this system? How long does it take to get there?
Well, the length of time it takes to get there depends on how hungry you are for success. I've seen this with all of my clients. Now, let me caveat that by saying the offer I'm making today, I'm going to build your entire system for you. So you are aware, like, I love that you're asking the question now, but I can get this built for you in less than 2 weeks. And I'm going to tell you how I'm going to help you. I'm going to make an offer very shortly. But if you were to implement this yourself, and I'm going to give you the option if you wanted to implement this yourself as well, it's going to take some time. That's the plain truth. It's going to take some time, but my goal is to shorten the curve for you, to get this built for you so that in a week or two, you have all of this ready to go, customized with your lead magnet. So maybe you don't have a lead magnet yet. I have a specialized content architect which is a software I have built that will help you create your lead magnet. Not only create your lead magnet, it will create all of your email sequences. So let's say you wanted to build this yourself. I would say it's going to take a while, especially if you don't know how tech works, if you don't know how workflows work, right? It's definitely something you can learn for yourself, but it depends on how hungry you are. So, for example, if someone came to my world and they're like, oh, okay, I'm currently earning $150,000 in my 9 to 5. I'm just trying to see if my coaching business would work. Like he or she's not going to put in the work, right? But if someone comes to me and they're like, God, Joy, I have been meaning to start my business. I am hungry for success. I want to earn $1 million and I know my coaching business will take me there. Then that person is more likely to put in the work to get the results, right? So that's why I said it depends on how hungry you are. But the offer I'm going to make for you today is I'm going to build this entire system for you in less than 2 weeks, so that you don't have to have that learning curve. But if you're listening to this masterclass and you're like, oh my God, I have the time, I can do this myself, I'm going to give you a link on how you can set this up yourself.
Okay, excellent. So what you're saying is that part of the offer that you're making today includes building the system for the person.
Yes, the only offer I'm making today is building this system. That's the only offer I have today. I want to help you build the entire system in less than 2 weeks.
I see. Okay. And then once the system's built, how much time does it take, or does one have to invest to really get it, or to check it out, to get the results, to find out how it works and the results that you've got? Because, I mean, the system that you've provided us with, you've shown us, it really looks like, it's automated in such a way that there is so much that you can get. For instance, for me right now, I spend so much time on social media just trying to see how many people send the love or how many people send the fire heart, or do you know what I mean? You've got to follow up and you've got to respond to people all the time. So that's why I'm wondering how much time now, okay, now that the system's set up, you've answered that question, how much time do you have to invest to get the results that you want to know, the knowledge from the results to propel you forward to be able to take action?
I love this question so much, and thank you for asking these questions. Now, first of all, I just want to say that tracking likes and hearts on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, those are vanity metrics. They don't count. The only metric that counts is how many people book discovery calls with you, how many people attended your masterclass, and how many people signed up on your program. It doesn't matter number of likes. I have only 200 followers on Instagram, and I'm on track to make 25K this month. The number of likes doesn't matter, my friend. So that's number one, right? So that's why I teach my clients the metrics that count, not likes, not loves, not any of those things. Because many people never ever comment. Many people just lurk in the background. They are very shy. Okay, that being said, when you build a system, the fastest way to know what works is pushing people through your funnel. And if you already have an email list, so let's say you already have a list of people who you've communicated with in the past, we're just going to upload that list into this platform. So the fastest way to know what works is pushing people through your funnel, right? So once we set it up, we say, okay, what freebies are people downloading? And here's the thing. Your social media should have the link to all your freebies. So I showed you the link tree. Like if you go on my LinkedIn, everything points to that link tree, and I'm like, this is what I'm about on LinkedIn, and I say download my 10K month calculator. So I'm not being distracted by any of the noise on social media. I'm just funneling people through that funnel, and that's how I'm testing what works, right? I used to think I needed to run Facebook ads. Like I said earlier, I've tried Facebook ads, spent tons of money, and I got crappy leads. And so I started focusing on just organic marketing. And this is what's working for me, my friend. Like people will find me on Instagram randomly because of all those reels I'm doing. Like I talked about the reels in my last podcast episode, how random people will find me because of the remix reels I'm doing, and then come on my profile on Instagram, click my link tree, and then they see a list of lead magnets and they're like, I like the 10K month calculator. So that's what I want for you. When we build your system, we are going to have 2 or 3 lead magnets and then test those lead magnets. And that's how we're going to know what works.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're most welcome. Any other questions before I go back? I know we have just a few minutes left, and I know some people are on their lunch break, so I'm going to go very, very quickly now. So once I'm going to go back to sharing my screen. Okay, so here are all the things I just talked about: chat automation, websites, online courses, email marketing, workflows, landing pages, membership sites. These are all the components of a successful online business, my friend. Blogs, analytics, sales funnels, funnel editor, and your CRM. Now, here are some of the tools I've used in the past. ClickFunnels, like I said earlier. That was so expensive. MailChimp, ActiveCampaign, I've used both of those. But you need all of those tools to have a reliable online business. Now, the tool I use is called Go High Level. Many of you may have heard of Go High Level. Maybe you haven't, right? But Go High Level replaces all of these tools, my friend. Look, ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels is $297 per month. I got this chart from Go High Level, by the way, and this is available on their website. If you were to pay for all of this individually, it's going to cost you $1,600 per month. But with Go High Level, it's going to cost you $97 per month. Just crazy. I used to use ClickFunnels because from the Life Coach School, Brooke Castillo taught us, like, she has a relationship with, well, not like a professional relationship with Russell Brunson. And so she would attend Russell Brunson's masterminds. And so she recommended ClickFunnels. But we went on ClickFunnels and it was costing us $297 per month. For us at the time when we were starting our businesses, it was so expensive. How about courses and products? If you were on Kijabi or Teachable, you'd be paying $97 per month. Now, do you know Frank Kern? Maybe you do not. But Frank Kern is the grandfather of online marketing. In fact, Frank Kern is the personal coach of Brooke Castillo, the owner of the Life Coach School. He earns over $20 million per year, and he uses Go High Level to run his business. In fact, I've had the privilege of being in multiple masterminds with the top coaches in the world, and they all use this tool. And I'm like, why don't people talk more about Go High Level? Right? Because currently people duct tape their businesses, use scaffolding to hold different parts of their businesses together. But when I found out that Frank Kern, the coach of my coach, uses Go High Level, I'm like, girl, I'm sold. So this is how I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you build exactly what I have. I'm going to help you create lead magnets that make you money. So I want to start with 2 funnels. We're going to test 2 lead magnets so you can see which one make the money. And I call it your money making machine. You're also going to get a new website. If you already have a website, we would update it if you wanted to. But if you don't have a website, then I'll build you one. To do this is going to be $5K pay in full, or if you wanted a payment plan, it's going to be $950 per month for 6 months. But if you wanted to save $700, then you'll do the 5K pay in full. This is the QR codes to sign up. And like I said, I'll get this built for you in less than 2 weeks. I'm going to pull up my booking link. So let's say you're like, oh, this sounds interesting, but I have specific questions. I'm going to drop my booking link. Let me find it. I'm going to drop my booking link in the chat. Just grab a spot in my calendar and let me just go to the chat. Oh, fantastic. I see we have some messages in the chat. I'm going to go to the chat now. Okay, so if you wanted to do this and you're like, oh my gosh, I want to figure this out on my own, of course, I welcome that too. So I'm going to send you one sec. I'm going to grab the link for you to grab a 14-day trial. Let's say you say, oh my gosh, I want to figure this out on my own. Of course, you can. So I'm going to drop that link in the chat shortly. So ultimately, my goal is for you not to get held up with tech. Because here's the thing, the world needs what only you can offer. Now, you may be a business coach like I am, but there is people on earth that only you can reach because only you have what they need, even though we are both business coaches. So my goal for this call is that you do not get stuck. Okay, so I'm going to grab the link now. So I'm going to stop share. Unmute and ask your questions, please, because ultimately, I want you to leave here and say, oh gosh, I have a plan to become unstuck. So please ask your questions. I'm going to grab the link for the 14-day trial now.
Yeah, I seem to have lots of questions.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so for this system that you're just presenting us with, does this also include your general coaching?
No, my general coaching is different. That's because when people come into my coaching and I'm like, okay, this is what we are doing. We are doing master classes. When I coach them and they're like, I don't know how to build funnels. And they're like, I don't even have a funnel. In fact, one of my clients doesn't even have a website. So I'm like, oh my gosh, then they're stuck because there is no way for them to make progress in my coaching program if they don't have all of these assets. And that's why I'm like, okay, I'm going to create another offer where I can help people.
Okay, so the two are distinct from each other.
Yes, yes, yes. So this one, the offer I'm making today is a complete done for you. So I am doing all of the work. But then I would show you how to run the engine, right? So I'm going to build your empire, but I'm going to show you how to manage your empire. So, for example, all of those workflows I showed you, I'm going to show you how to edit because they all have my emails. So, I showed you workflows, they all have my emails. I'm going to show you how to customize those emails with your emails so that it works for your niche. Okay.
And the landing pages, etc., all that would be done?
Yes, I'm going to do all your landing pages. I'm going to do your website. I'm going to create your workflows. So if you have a group program already, I'm going to build your membership, but I don't think you have a group program yet, Ross. But everything I showed you today, I'm going to do it for you exactly. Ross, I'm gonna still wait for you to ask your questions because I love questions, and I'm gonna go to the chat. Laurie says I'm a graphic designer and marketing coach in Vancouver, BC. Hi, Laurie. I am in Ontario. I'm so glad we're in the same country. I help small business owners make a plan to develop their brand and social media presence. I love it. She says I have a newsletter, but about how to become a productive writer. The main idea is to have people subscribe to that and then upsell them my one. Exactly. So you want to upsell your one-on-one coaching. Exactly. So once they download your freebie, then just like I showed you, first of all, send them your story email. Story email is an email that introduces you. Now, I've been doing this this is my second year. And I tell you, when I started doing that story email, my conversions went up. So when someone downloads your freebie, the first email they get is your fulfillment email where you actually give them the freebie, and then maybe a couple of hours later, send them that story email introducing you as a human being. So yes, and then after that you upsell them. So you nurture them, and then you upsell them. So I do this over 7 days. So depending on your niche, you nurture them and then sell them. Okay, awesome. Laurie, let me know if you have any questions on that. Lucian says, I have a newsletter about how to become. Oh, was it Lucian's stuff I read? Sorry. Okay, that was Lucian. Yes. Okay. I thought that was Laurie. Okay. Ross is a transformational life coach and founder of the Redux Health and Wellness Initiative, the movement. Our mission is to educate, empower, and transform lives through cutting-edge cellular health science with a focus on communities that are disproportionately affected by chronic illnesses. I love that so much. Ross, you said you don't know I have a YouTube channel. Yes, guys, if there's anything else I want you to take from this masterclass, you have to have a YouTube channel. Now, when I started, I had no clue what I was saying. Like, if you go to my old videos, you see all the mistakes I made. But from that YouTube channel, I cannot tell you how many opportunities have come my way. The first is a podcast episode I did. Someone listened to it and she invited me to come speak to a group of 2,500 people in September. So I'm actually getting ready to go for September. Well, I'm getting ready because, anyway, too much information. So she only found me on YouTube, right? YouTube gives you access to billions of people. Once you upload your masterclass or your video, you never know who's going to see it. And that's why I recommend for all of my clients to start a YouTube channel. At first, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to say. I don't speak well. That's okay. That's the toddler part of your brain freaking out. My brain freaked out too. But here's the thing, you have to use the prefrontal cortex, which is the executive part of your brain, to override the toddler brain to say, no, if we want to make multiple seven figures, if we want to have $1 million business, this is what we are doing. Okay, so I strongly encourage you to start a YouTube channel. Now, I'm not trying to be an influencer, right? I am using YouTube for my business. In fact, most influencers don't earn as much money as I earn. It doesn't, the number of followers has nothing to do with it, my friends, unless you're trying to be an influencer. I am not trying to be an influencer because I'm usually a very shy person. So I don't like being famous. I just want to make tons and tons of money. Okay. Kenya said, I was wondering how you did that. Kenya, can you tell me what you're referring to?
I was talking about how we got emails like 3 more hours, 5 more hours when you said that. I was like, how? That's great. That was really good, Joy.
Oh, thank you so much. Yes, I just use this automation and it saves me so much time. It's the best thing that's happened to me after ChatGPT.
I think, yeah, I can see how much you're loving it. I love it.
Thank you so much. Rams, I see your hand is still up.
Yeah, something you said about YouTube, you said you can also send messages, or did you say something like that?
No, you can post.
Yeah, you
So
were saying, are you talking about posting the videos, or because I do have a YouTube channel and I do have videos up there, but I think you mentioned something that you said, oh, and you can also do that on YouTube. So now I don't remember exactly what it was. So
you can post. So you see how you do static posts on Instagram, like you post a picture, right? On Instagram and Facebook. Now with YouTube, you can post, like you can do a static post,
oh,
right? Which
okay,
is
so that's
amazing.
what I was asking because I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to pull it up. I know we're at time, so I can't believe you guys are all still here 10 minutes after the time. I truly, truly appreciate you guys more than you can imagine. And I want to say thank you to all the people that messaged me to ask me questions, because when you ask me questions, then I create content. And I want to mention this to you. That's how you build a business. Your clients should be telling you what they need. And that's why every single person that messages me on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, even respond to my messages. When you ask me questions, that's how I build my content. And that's how I teach my clients to do. Because your clients know what they want. When they ask you questions, then you're like, oh my gosh, I have to create a product for that. So I want to give you an example. So first of all, let me show you. I'm going to give you an example of a crazy thing that happened that is going to make me a millionaire faster than I ever thought possible. But before that, I want to show you, Ross, what I mean. Gonna share. So this is my YouTube channel. Okay, so here, if you click on post, you see some of the posts I have done. So see, 4 days ago, client testimonial, and it's a long post. People from all over the world can go and read this testimonial post. Another one from 7 days ago, right? And this is YouTube,
Okay, I
right?
didn't know that.
Yeah, so this is a static post I was referring to.
I see. Okay.
Okay, so let me tell you this. Something that is going to make me multiple millions of dollars this year. So I had a client, and she has, like, she's not an online business owner. She has like she helps people locally. So in the US, so people would have to call into her business and then they schedule an appointment, or she'll have to go to their homes. And when I was coaching her, one of the things she said she's struggling with is keeping up with phone calls. So let's say she's with a client and somebody calls, then she misses that call, right? And so she's like, how do I keep up? I want to grow my business, but I am not able to be there every single time. Then I'm like, wow, how do I solve that problem for my client? And then I'm like, wow, I can create an AI voice agent to help pick up her calls and automatically schedule appointments in her calendar. And I am just in the process of launching that. So it's an AI voice agent that will do all of the things a receptionist would do. But the beauty is this AI voice agent works 24 hours a day, right? So she would never miss a call anymore. And not only that, the voice agent will pick her calls, the agent is so intelligent. So the AI isn't reading from a script. When we build the knowledge inside of the AI, based on the question the AI, the person who calls is asking, the AI is forming intelligent answers. So it's not reading from a script at all. In fact, when I tested this, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Like, it was like I was talking to a human being. So the reason I was able to come up with that idea is because I listened to my clients and I am now solving my clients' pain points. So let's say you are a weight loss coach or a money coach, a business coach. As you coach your clients, they're going to come up with challenges. If you want to make tons and tons of money, start creating products to address their challenges. So that's why whenever people message me on Instagram or Facebook asking me questions, in fact, I have a dedicated section on my Google Drive for every single question people ask me. And if I create content and products for that question, I get paid more money. Super cool. Go ahead, Ross.
I have tons of questions.
Yeah.
No, just this last question I think I have. And that is because I really admire that last post that you made, that you sent out. How do you create your content? Do you do it all on your own from all your brilliant ideas, or do you have like another AI helper? Because the last one that you sent out, which you kind of stated, like I may not be interested, but if there is someone else who's interested in, I thought that was brilliant, really brilliant. And I ended up here.
Oh gosh. Oh, thank you so much for saying that. You just made my
You
day.
need to know that because you're really, I was like, wow, that's a brilliant idea.
Thank you so much. I tell you, just between you and I, that was my AI. So I use my AI I call her my content architect. I used to call her my AI clone, but now she's my content architect. Every single thing you see on social media, my AI creates it. All my posts, all my emails, all of the content on my YouTube channel, all of the topics I talk about on my podcast. And the reason why is so compelling. Like, you are not the first person to say this, right? I get tons of messages on Instagram. Now, the reason it's so compelling is because I have trained my AI, which is the tool I give my clients access to. So I train my AI on me as a person, how I speak, the words I use, my personality, and my goals. How I love God, how I'm a faith person, how I love people, all of my quirks. I have fed it into the AI, And when the AI creates content, it creates like it's me. The other thing I fed my AI is my goals. I say I want to make multiple seven figures in my business. These are the kind of clients I want to work with. These are the pain points of my clients. So I fed my AI. So my AI knows my business goals. It knows what I want to achieve, and it helps me to achieve that. So that email was actually crafted by my content architect, which I call my AI clone.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool. Yeah. And I mean, once you do that, I just want one more question. Do you do it with ChatGPT or do you have another?
Yeah. So my AI clone is built on top of ChatGPT. So it's a custom GPT. So if you Google custom GPT, so I have created my own custom GPT. Now, there's some technical knowledge required to build a custom GPT, but for my clients, I give them access to my custom GPT, so they don't have to build it from scratch. Do you understand what I mean?
Yes, yes, I understand. Because
So
you've
it's
got your customized one for yourself, and then you give your clients access to that. But if you do give them access, does it mean that they've got to put in all of their goals, information? It's allowed also. Okay, wonderful. They just don't build it.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So for them to use it, they have to feed it. So there's a step-by-step guide. So I give them access to a video, which I recorded, and then I teach them how to train that GPT. So even though I give them access to my custom GPT, they are not having access to mine. They are just having access to the tool I built. So that tool isn't available publicly. So if you go to ChatGPT, there is a section in ChatGPT where you can search for custom GPTs. I don't
Yes.
know if yeah. So
Yeah.
I have built my own private GPT, which I give my own clients access to. So once they have access to my private GPT, they build their own, like
Content.
their own clone. Yeah. So for example, Ross, you would have Ross AI, right?
Mm.
So that would be your AI, which is like, I call it a carbon copy of you, because you've trained it in such a way that it knows who you are, it knows what you want, it knows your passion, knows your brand voice, your personality, all of those good things. And it can help you create all of your posts. In fact, all of my social media posts for the rest of 2025 is already created for every single day of the year.
Oh, for every single day, you've already created that.
Well, not me, my
No,
AI.
but your AI. Yes.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
brilliant. Yeah.
Including my hashtags, including, oh gosh, like even the stories it says on my post. In fact, the other day somebody mentioned and said, oh, the story in your email about like the GPT just came up with a story and it was so compelling that people were messaging me. And then I tell my GPT, I love you so much. You've made my life so easy. And then he responds back and he says, you make me blush, Joy.
I know, it's cool. It's the best, it's the best tool ever.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am 20 minutes over time. Like, I cannot thank you guys enough for spending this time with me. Like, you can tell I love my job, and this is what lights me up. And that's my goal for my clients. When you get to the point where running your business and making offers doesn't feel like a job, that's when you make tons of money, my friend. Right? So that's where I want you to get to, where you are so passionate about helping your people. Because like I said, there are people that only you can help. I cannot help Laurie's people. I cannot help Sophia's people. Only you can help your people. And my goal is to remove all of the hurdles so that you get to bring your magic into the world. Okay, so thank you all so much. I'm going to let you go now. If you have any other questions, I'm going to wait one more minute and then we'll close.
Okay, thank you, Joy.
Good
Thank you so
job,
very
Joy.
much. This was excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're doing an
You're
excellent.
welcome. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
stay for a little bit, Joy.
We'll
We're
be in
good.
touch.
Okay.
Actually,
All
you
right.
have.
Bye, Ross. Bye, Lucian. Oh, Lucian, I'll check your email. So you said you responded back, right? So I'll go back and check.
No, I think I didn't.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
not, because I didn't have to. So,
Okay. So tell me, have you been able to create all of your social media posts?
yes, I did. Yes.
So I'm gonna start checking your. Are you gonna use Instagram? Like, where can I see those posts?
I'm not using Instagram. I'm using Substack and X.
What?
X.
Yes, Twitter.
Twitter?
Yes.
Oh, Twitter. Okay, so I want to find you on Twitter because I love to see what you create with my custom GPT. So please, how do I find you on Twitter? Is it just your name,
So it's basically my name. This.
Lucien?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So Lucien, and then your last name, Chirila.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna find you after this call.
Yeah, but it's more. What I liked about that tool, that custom GPT, it was more like the clarity it gives. It gives you over the 90 days. Like, this is what I liked about it, and the idea is you can use from it. I'm not.
Yes.
I'm using something different for my posts, because uh but another thing, I liked that content pillar stuff.
Yes.
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 Somehow it
Okay.
gave me some clarity about
Yeah.
what I have to do, but yeah, still I still
Yes,
have
I
to.
remember in your email you said you are a writer and you help people write. So I am so excited because like it's just gonna give you tons of ideas because you are already a very prolific writer. You're already successful. And in your email, like when I asked you, tell me what you hate, like for the custom GPT, you were like, I don't know what I hate because you are such a God fearing person, right? So I love that personality about you. And I know that this is just the beginning. Whatever your desire is for your business, I know this is just the beginning. And I'm so very excited to cheer you on and to help you get to the next level. So thank you so much. And say me hello to your
Thank you.
kids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
All right.
Yeah, bye.
Okay. Bye.